Is it best to start link building after 6 months because that usually when you get out of the sandbox? No, we like to start building links pretty much immediately. Like as soon as you get, as soon as like it's possible to like have the budget to start building links, we pretty much like to start building them as soon as you get like some kind of basic bare bones site up, really. As far as the sandbox goes, I won't like debate this too much, but the idea of the sandbox itself is kind of this. I won't say it doesn't exist, but I don't think it's like a. I don't think it's like a set in stone thing. It's like I think basically Google's just like hasn't got used to your site yet. It doesn't really know you're there. It's not really the crawlers haven't got accustomed to crawling your site and doing that regularly. And so I think as far as the sandbox goes, I think building links as early as possible would would get you out of this kind of period quicker because you're essentially just getting Google to start crawling your site because Google's going to crawl those other sites that you're getting backlinks from. It's going to see the backlinks. It's going to get directed to your site. It's going to start crawling it. This doesn't mean your site's going to get out of the quote sandbox immediately, but I definitely think it can help kind of speed things up. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing as far as building links go. There's nothing you really need to wait for as far as starting to build them. And I definitely would not wait 6 months. That's a very long time. A lot of people when they're starting new SEO projects, they like to start getting some page one results. Maybe it's not like the super higher competition stuff, but they like to start getting page one results. Normally, I think by about like 3 to 6 months in, like somewhere in the 3 to 6 month range. Just kind of depends on the person, how they're building, how quick they're building, that kind of thing. Uh, so yeah, if you're starting building links at 6 months, I feel like you're just kind of losing a lot of time, right? Um, yeah, what do you think on that, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and agree that the sandbox is a concept that a lot of newer SEOs think about. I remember shutting down sites because I thought they were stuck in this purgatory kind of situation because I'd done things wrong, and so Google will never let me out of the sandbox, etc. But the concept in and of itself is basically, from what I've seen and messed with, um, just a gaining of trust, right? Like with you and Google, is this asset worth putting in our SERPs? And so when you conceptualize what the sandbox is, just think of it as an entry point to gaining access to the SERPs rather than something that, like Chris said, is set in stone, that's going to keep you somewhere no matter what you're doing. And 100% sure of it, the more you mess with different variables, the more you'll see you can get out of this kind of purgatory period that we refer to as the sandbox a lot quicker. So, hypothetical, what I like to do, especially for newer SEOs, is to consider, I don't know what you're doing there, but it's distracting as hell.
Just
Is considering, what looks natural, right? What occurs naturally. So you're a new business, you've got your new website, you're pumping content there, right? There's no reason that press wouldn't occur naturally, right? Like Google's not going to say, it doesn't make sense that this site's getting links right now. It's only a month old. It's only a few days old. As soon as I start a new asset, boom, I'm hitting it with links. I'm hitting it with content. I'm spreading my budget out over both things. And what you're going to come to find is giving this recipe a very natural look is what's going to get you out of this quote sandbox period quicker. And it's going to make your site resonate like a normal site would, right? So the idea is really just to give Google what it says looks natural, which can really vary when you look at sites across the internet and how quickly they come up. But in my opinion, unless you're in like a low competition kind of local niche, then you're kind of missing out by not giving any press on the off-page side of things. So, like I said, when I first start a site, part of the budget is going to content, typically majority of the budget, if I'm being honest, and then part of the budget is going to backlinking. Diversified backlinks, natural anchors to the homepage predominantly. This kind of stuff is not risky, so long as you're doing everything right, and it's going to get you past this kind of sandbox period a lot quicker.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.